The Great Wall of China, a marvel of human determination, a fortress stretching over 13,000 miles. A structure built to defend, to unify, and to stand against the test of time. The story of the Great Wall begins over 2,500 years ago, in a time before China was a unified empire. The land was divided into warring states, each ruled by its own king. These kingdoms were in constant conflict, fighting for dominance over land, resources, and power. To protect their territories from rival states and nomadic invaders from the north, these rulers built defensive walls made of tamped earth, wood, and stones. These walls were isolated from one another, serving only local purposes. But these early structures laid the foundation for what would later become one of the greatest engineering feats in human history. In 221 BCE, China was forever changed. Qin Shi Huang, the ruler of the Qin state, conquered all rival kingdoms and declared himself the first emperor of a unified China. His vision was grand. He wanted a strong, centralized empire, protected from the threats beyond its borders. One of his first major projects was connecting and reinforcing the fragmented walls built by previous states. He ordered hundreds of thousands of workers, soldiers, peasants, and prisoners to labor under harsh conditions. The construction was grueling, stretching across mountains, rivers, and deserts. Many perished, and legends say their bodies were buried within the wall itself. The result was the first version of the Great Wall, a barrier spanning thousands of miles, meant to keep out the fierce Xiongnu nomads from the north. However, the wall was not just a military defense. It was a symbol of China's newfound unity under one ruler. After Qin Shi Huang's death, his dynasty fell, but the Great Wall's legacy continued. The Han Dynasty, which ruled from 206 BCE to 220 CE, saw new threats to the empire. The Silk Road, a vital trade route connecting China to the rest of the world, needed protection. The Han emperors extended the wall westward into the desert, creating watchtowers and fortresses to safeguard merchants and goods traveling through the treacherous landscape. For centuries, different dynasties repaired, rebuilt, and even abandoned sections of the wall, depending on the political and military needs of the time. The Sui and Tang dynasties made improvements, but the Great Wall often faded from priority when the empire was strong and expanding outward. However, whenever China faced threats from northern tribes, the wall was reinforced and manned by soldiers once more. The most famous and well-preserved sections of the Great Wall come from the Ming Dynasty, which ruled China from 1368 to 1644. The Ming faced relentless attacks from the Mongols, and they saw the wall as a crucial line of defense. Unlike earlier versions made of tamped earth, the Ming Wall was built with bricks and stones, making it stronger and more durable. This was no simple barrier. It was an advanced military system. Watchtowers were placed at regular intervals, allowing soldiers to signal warnings using smoke and fire. Fortresses and garrisons were constructed to house troops. Strategic mountain passes were heavily fortified, making any invasion a daunting challenge. The Ming Wall stretched from the Bohai Sea in the east to the Gobi Desert in the west, winding across rugged mountains and deep valleys. It became a true marvel of engineering, a symbol of China's strength and determination. Despite its grandeur, the Great Wall was not an impenetrable fortress. In 1644, the Manchu people from the north bypassed the defenses by forming alliances with internal factions and seizing Beijing. This marked the beginning of the Qing dynasty, which ruled China for the next 250 years. Under Qing rule, the empire expanded far beyond the Great Wall's borders, making it largely obsolete as a military defense. Without regular maintenance, sections of the wall crumbled, stones were taken for village construction, and nature slowly reclaimed parts of the ancient structure. For centuries, the Great Wall faded into history. But in the 20th century, China began to recognize its historical and cultural significance. Restoration efforts began, and in 1987, the Great Wall was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, millions of visitors from around the world walk along its ancient paths, marveling at the craftsmanship, the history, and the legacy of those who built it. Though its purpose has changed, the Great Wall remains one of the most awe-inspiring monuments ever created by human hands. It is more than just a wall. It is a story of resilience, ambition, and the unbreakable spirit of a civilization that has stood the test of time.